Right about now, I gotta go turn my attention to the hitman, the hitmaker, the man behind the scene of a lot of big tunes that you've heard around town. And when I say a lot of big tunes, think about UB40, Eddie Lovett, Boney M. The list goes on and on. This man has written some big tunes. Who am I speaking of? Who am I speaking of? Before I tell you who, let me draw a big tune from the man now. Who am I speaking of?
Every single day, all you do is run away. But tonight will be the night that you'll stay.
And he's the songwriter. He's not the singer.
The look is in your eyes, and the look you can't deny.
Singer is Miss Nadine Benz.
Since the other day. When you pass me by, the passion grows. When you looked at me, my poor heart knows.
And that's where I'll leave that one for now. But let me welcome to the studios of WB Radio. Yeah, man, Mr. Rennie Cogle. Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad at all. Actually, I'm real excited. Let me say hello to the world. Not just New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut.
The world.
I want to say hello to the whole world because we stream live, right?
Yes, we're
on the W thing, right?
We're streaming right now on WBRadioNYC.com.
So hello world.
Hello to the world, huh?
Oh, hello to the world.
So how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome again. How are you doing, Mr. Cogle?
Well, I'm fine. I'm excited, like I said, and you got the adrenaline running through me musically from head to toe. So I can't complain. The good Lord let me, be here this evening, and I got to thank Him. Got to sing praises. Got to praise His name everlastingly, and I thank WB Radio for giving me the opportunity. Big up forward, bringing me the opportunity to come in front of this world audience here and play my music, and so the people can get to better acquainted with me at this time, and I hope I can do this more often.
Mr. Cogle, for those who don't know you, sir, you've written a lot of big tunes. You've worked with quite a few interesting people in your career. And I mentioned UB40, Boney M.
Yes.
And, people might say, Rennie Cogle writing a tune for UB40 and Boney M. I mean, from your humble beginnings, sir, talk to me about the journey.
Well, the journey started at a very young age, back in Dedham Town. Actually, I was born at Oxford Street, a lot of people know where Oxford Street is, in Kingston, that's where I was born. Journey, Ebenezer School, they demolished that, becomes Operation Friendship. I don't know what happened to it now, and, go to Dedham Town, started writing from then, Delroy Wilson was one of my...
Wait, but you're jumping the gun too fast, though. Denham Town to Clarendon.
Yeah.
The connection,
Okay.
that whole connection is missing.
Dedham Town, okay.
How did you end up in Clarendon?
Well, my grandmother, I'm my grandmother's favorite person, but the grandmothers be. I want
Rennie to come to Clarendon.
Oh yes, and my mother and my father could never stop that, So, she take me in Clarendon, she take me everywhere she go, get me to good school and inside school and thing like that. But the age of like 12 or 13 now, my father said, no, this is my child, you know what I mean?
Want you back?
Oh, yes.
So you went back to Denham Town?
No, they came and got me.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
So you ended up back in Denham Town?
Back in Denham Town.
And then you discover something about you?
Oh, yeah, that I can really, really write.
You started writing poems?
Poems, short poems,
Right.
Fridays, like on Friday, that they have these concerts at the end of, the end of the week, Fridays. So instead of reading poems, I used to read poems, but then there was a gentleman, his name is Chester. He probably passed away now. He said, Rennie, they're singing. Why don't you sing? And there you started singing. You know, Fridays, my classroom, jam pack. You know what I mean? Because we used to sing. Joshua Hamilton, a lot of singers who used to come from my class. You know?
Okay, you were good friends from a very young age with one Mr. Delroy Wilson.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me about how that friendship started?
Yeah, when now I went to live in Trenchtown now, Upper First Street, and Delroy was on the other side of Trenchtown. So, you know, he used to come. I used to see him, and he used to say to me, Rennie, why you can write me something, man. I actually wrote him quite a few songs too, and you know. He used to come by. We used to sit down, rehearse, go by Studio One,
right?
You know, and then he hit this. Actually, he left out some part of "You Keep On Running," but we went with it, and it becomes a hit. You know, other songs he did for me. You know,
Lonely Days.
Lonely Days.
Any Heart Can Be Broken.
Yeah, big hits. You know.
You Keep On Running.
Yes, that's
a big number one tune.
My first number one hit.
A big number one song. Tune, you Keep On Running.
Yes.
Mr. Cogle, you dabbled in other things during your career, sir. You actually got a government scholarship.
Actually, I got like about 3 of them too.
3?
Yeah, every time I go to school, the government paid for me.
Every time you went to school, the government paid for you. You know what? All that thought. I'm going to play one more song that you actually did a whole lot of writing on. Just to, again, let the community know the depth of your writing, sir. Hold that one.
Here comes that girl. With that tender voice, speaking of love, that she had found.
And that's where I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to switch to another song, another big tune by Mr. Rennie Cogle. And this one is by Mr. Joe Coleman. Probably you see this man all the time. Never know he was so good with the pen and the paper. Mr. Rennie Cogle, a songwriter.
Love you the most. Coast to coast, I'm gonna love you the most.
Like a ship in distress, you send an SOS. You needed to be rescued.
And with time against us, sir, that's where I'm going to leave that one, man. But Mr. Joe Coleman, very talented artist. Mr. Cogle, you mentioned the fact that every time you went to school, the government paid for you to go to school. Do you care to elaborate in about 60 seconds on one of the things that you went to school for was your career, sir? You liked
veterinary.
Yes.
Yeah, I like animals, you know.
You loved animals.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about that.
And I actually started doing veterinary science. You know, I got a scholarship to Jamaica School of Agriculture, and there I Nakalva. And that's in Ramble, Montpelier. That's the first one. And then I got another one from there to Jamaica School of Agriculture, and then I got another one to Trinidad, St. Augustine. But I didn't graduate from that. So. You
worked for the Jamaica Railroad Corporation as a ticket agent.
Yes.
I think that corporation, it's probably still there, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I saw that.
You worked there a minute there. What was it like working for the Jamaica Railroad Corporation, sir?
Well, I was surrounded by a lot of influential people. I was the booking agent. I used to just sell tickets. A lot of people, and I got inspiration from these people too. And try to throw them in my songs. Songs like Sweet Sensation and Down Here in Babylon.
And you're talking about Sweet Sensation. You have written music for the Melodians,
yes.
Mr. Tony Brivitt from the Melodians, and UB40, a huge group out of Europe, out of England.
Yes.
You working with UB40, what was it like?
Well, it's a beautiful experience. We actually they were turned on to me by Mr. Eddie Lovett, really, and because he did the version of it.
Right.
But they contacted and we spoke, and you know, everything was. Actually, they did another song for me too. It's My Delight, which is on the album, so it's not just one. You know, they did another one for me, and now they're in the process of looking at a catalog that I got. So.
Boney M, the I Trees, Rita, Marcia, Judy. The list goes on and on, man.
Yes,
the list goes on and on.
Survival, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the voice of one Mr. Renford Cogle, the man behind the music. And this next song, yeah, man, he's not only singing the song, he wrote the song too. Entitled Back to School.
What you did was really wrong. I should have been weak, but something kept me strong. You took my sunshine, thought I wouldn't smile again. Just look at the rainbow, it comes out after the rain.
Again, the voice of the one and only Mr. Renford Cogle, singer and songwriter. Voice of Avis Williams, singing RN.
Tasks were over my head, and then it starts to rain. I remember words that you said, baby, baby, and how I felt the pain. What's done is done. What's done is done.
Exactly 6:29. All right, before you go, Mr. Cogle, before you go, sir, the microphones are going to be open this weekend, this Friday, the 22nd of January at Sylvia's Also, Caribbean Lifestyle 3rd anniversary party. Let me ask you a question, though. Can you find some of these artists and bring them with you?
Yes, I can.
Mr. Cogle, I must congratulate you, sir.
Thank you.
Big artist that you've worked with over the years, and some lovely songs you've written, sir.
Okay.
So we say continue doing the good work.
Okay.
Walk good. Come back again.
Thank you.
All right, Brethren?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Blessed.
Big up, Aaron.
Yeah, man. Voice of Mr. Renford Cogle, man. On this one, the singing RN.